Om Param Tatvaya Narayana Gurubhyo Namaha Jai Gurudev. Mother Sampatkari Devi, she holds a deep reverence in the Sri Vidya Upasana. Lalita Devi, who is Pash Ankush Dharini, from the Ankush, which is a hook, appears Sampatkari Devi. And Sampatkari Devi, she led the elephant army against the war with the Bhandasura army. Sampat also means wealth, it also means prosperity. So Devi Sampatkari Devi also offers all the wealth and prosperity to her devotees. So we'll go further into her forms, her attributes, and what she did in the Bhandasur army and what role she plays in our day-to-day spiritual lives as well. Before I go there, I do want to offer my prayers to my Gurudev, Param Pujya Gurudev ki jai, Paramahansa Swami Nikleshwaranand Maharaj ki jai, Baba Bhutnath ki jai, Ma Kali Ma Baglamukhi ki jai, Siddhashram ki jai. So like I said, she appeared from the Ankush. Ankush is usually a hook that is used to control or tame the movement or the direction of elephants. If you see elephant riders across the world, they will usually be holding a small hook that generally they use to direct the movement of the elephants. So Sampatkari Devi, she led on an elephant army against the Bhandasur army. Now let's understand a little bit more about the Bhandasur army. Bhandasur, along with two brothers, Vishukra and Vishanga, he led a formidable force of Asuric army against Devi Lalita Devi's army. These two brothers, Vishukra and Vishanga, namely, they appear from the ashes of Manmatha. Manmatha, who was Kamadeva, was destroyed by Lord Shiva. And from the ashes appeared these two asuras, namely Vishukra and Vishanga. And these two, along with Bhandasura, they created a massive, complex army of asuras. It is said that the Asuric force itself was around 300 Akshohinis. Akshohinis are like formations. One Akshohini itself has thousands of elephants, thousands of horses. So you can only imagine how big and how complex an army of 300 Akshohini would look like. Similar things you will read in Durga Saptashati as well. When we read Durga Saptashati, when Mother Durga, when Kali, when Ashtamatrikas, they go on a war with these asuras. It is a massive force of Asuric forces. There is Shumbha Nishum, there is Chandamunda, there are all these big warriors. Then comes Raktabija. Raktabija was the most difficult asura to be conquered. The minute Kali would kill one Raktabija, there would appear multiple Raktabijas. Raktabija, bijas are seeds. Seeds of what? How does it relate to us? Seeds of desire. The minute we have one desire fulfilled, it goes on to create multiple other desires. We go on to chase multiple other desires. And until and unless we have the grace and the blessings of Mother Kali, it is impossible to get rid of all these desires that keep appearing one after the other. So going back to these army and these Asuric forces, again, they're very complex. One can lead to multitude of Asuric forces. And how does it relate to our daily lives? Our daily lives, these Asuric forces, they remain hidden within us. They remain latent within us. Like I said, Vishukra and Vishanga, they appeared from the ashes of Manmatha, of Kamadeva. Kama means lust. Now translated back to our lives. A thought of lust can lead to multitude of other negative tendencies within us. For example, you lust for someone and you don't get that person. Your desire is not fulfilled, like Rakta Bija. It will now go on to create multiple other tendencies within you. It will create maybe krodh. You will get angry. Why am I not able to get that person? It can lead to greed. It can lead to jealousy. If that person is with someone else, it can lead to the next vikara, which is irshya within you. It will create the jealousy within you. Now, if you see that person with someone else, from jealousy, it can lead to hatred within you. You will be so angry that you will start hating that person. The same person that you used to like earlier, now that you're not able to get that person, you have ahankar, your ego is hurt, you have krodh, you have jealousy, you have irsha, and now you can have hatred, you can have complete dvesh against that person. And this is fine. This is why many times you will see that people, they go on to murder the same person that they used to like earlier. So what I'm trying to relay here is, one, if two Vishukra and Vishanga who appear from that calm Deva go on to create, with the help of Bhandasura, an army of Asuric forces, we humans, that one Asuric tendency can go on to create a ripple effect of Asuric forces within us that will lead to our own destruction. How Mother Sampatkari Devi, she helps us. Why do we need her? Why does she need to be in our day-to-day spiritual life? Because she is the one who led the elephant forces. Elephant means senses. So if you let your senses, if you let your indriyas, if your thoughts are always scattered, if your gyan indriyas, your karma indriyas, your organs of actions, your organs of knowledge, the things you see, the things you hear, the things you say, the things you eat, everything is ungoverned, everything is indisciplined. All your indriyas are always running amok like a wild elephant running through a forest. A wild elephant in a forest will trample over everything, come what may. It will trample over houses, it will trample over forest, it will trample over people. It will just be running wild. That's not what we want to be. We want the grace of Mother Sampatkari Devi to guide us, to control our elephants, to control our senses, to govern us, to take us, to keep our goals clear. The scatteredness, the scattered brain is not healthy, neither in spiritual life nor in material life. And that's what Mother Sampatkari does. From the Ankusha that she appeared, with that Ankush, with that hook, she will guide us, she will navigate us, she will give us that clarity of thought and mind. This is why we are humans. We are not animals. We should not be like elephants or horses or animals. Animals are driven by instinct. They do not know what is good or what is bad. They do not have the reasoning. They do not have the sense of discrimination. They cannot think what is right for them or what is wrong for them. We humans, it is said that this shariram, this body is durlabham. It is priceless. After how many punyas, after how many 84 lakh, almost so many yonis we went through, that we acquired this human body. We are born with intellect, we are born with mind, we are born with a sense of reasoning. So we should make sure that we are using it. Otherwise, it will become rusty. If a machine is not used, it's going to become rusty. It's of no use to you. Hence, humans are different than animals. We should not be driven by that one instinct of lust that appeared within us, that one instinct of jealousy that appeared within us. We should never be driven by this. We should always be very clear, very, very focused, very goal-oriented, have a very clear sense of idea in terms of where we want to take our lives to. That's how Mother Sampatkari Devi, from the Ankusha, she will guide us, she will tame us, she will control, she will lead our battalion of elephants, of our indriyas, of our uncontrolled indriyas, that is always chasing the next big thing that I want to be. Or I want to acquire, or the next big bag I want to acquire, the next big perfume I want, the next big shoes I want to be, the next big something. Always our indriyas are all over the place. That's what Mother Sampatkari Devi will guide and she'll govern. And she will give us the wealth and prosperity. Again, wealth and prosperity will only come to those people who have a very clear plan of action, and first of all, who have a very clear goals in life. If you read any biography of any famous businessmen or industrialists or entrepreneurs, they always had a very clear goal in life. They were never scattered brain. If somebody wanted to become a billionaire by starting a company, they went after it full form, right? They were not, let me do this, let me try now, forget it, I'm going to move on to the next big thing. They may fail in acquiring, they may fail in accomplishing that thing, but that to me is also a big success, because some people, they cannot stick to even one thing for too long. They will do one thing, they'll take on one initiative, then they will move on to the next initiative, and they land nowhere. But if you read the lives of great people, they're always very clear about their goals, and they make sure their senses are pretty much, it's like a tunnel. It's like a very closed tunnel. Everything that they do is very focused within that tunnel. Their thoughts, their actions, their mind, their intellect is very channelized, very governed towards that one goal. That's how we spiritual seekers, we sadhak should be as well. We cannot be spending hours and hours on social media just scrolling through videos and shorts and Instagram reels and just being so scattered brain. It's not going to lead us anywhere, neither in material life nor in spiritual life as well. So Mother Sampatkari Devi, again, if you have control of your senses, you will automatically be successful in your careers, in your day-to-day lives. You will have wealth, you will have prosperity. I see people in meetings, they will be in a meeting, but when you ask them something, they're lost because they were not listening. Maybe they were multitasking and they were browsing. So it's very not conducive to general material success in life. You have to be very present, you have to be very mindful, you have to be very aware of the situation you are, and you have to be really be in that moment is very important. Now, as I was saying, so Sampatkari Devi in the Bhandasura war, she led the elephant forces and she killed all the Asuric forces. Similarly, if Mother Sampatkari Devi guides our elephant forces, she guides our senses, we will be able to destroy the same Asuric forces within us. It could be the Asuric forces of Kama, Krodha, Mad, Moha, Lobha, Matsar. Only with the grace of Mother Sampatkari Devi. Now, elephants, they represent so many things. They also represent loyalty, they represent strength, they represent vigor, they represent vitality, they represent medha, they represent buddhi. Elephants have very strong memory. They never forget things. They also have a very close connection to their family. So elephants also represents love. In fact, one form of Lakshmi is Gaja Lakshmi. So Gaja Lakshmi is considered to be one of the purest form of Lakshmi. It means a lot of wealth, a lot of prosperity, but a lot of strength, a lot of love within the family as well. So all of these blessings is offered by Mother Sampatkari Devi. So moving on to the next name, the names we said were Sarva Sampatkari Devi, Sarva Lokava Shankari. Mother Baglamukhi is also the one who attracts the entire universe. The entire universe is within her vash, within her attraction. She mesmerizes the entire universe with her divine powers, with her divine celestial beauty. And then she's also Veda Vidya. She's the mother of Vedas. She's the supreme knowledge. She's also Mahapujya, she who is Pujit, she who is worshipped by all Mahatmas, all Sant, all Devatas, all Rishi Munis, even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They also worship Mother Baglamukhi. And then she is Bhakta Dveshi, Bhayankari, Bhakta Dveshi. Anybody who holds a Dvesh, Dvesh means grudge, means some kind of a, somebody has an issue with something, we say he has some Dvesh towards me. So in this case, any Shatru or any enemy or any, again, Asuric forces, it does not have to be a physical person. It can be your own vikaras, your own internal enemies. Any Asuric forces that is creating obstacles in your spiritual journey or in your day-to-day lives, Mother Baglamukhi will appear Bhayankari. She will be very fierce, she will be very ferocious towards that enemy. Now, enemies can be a physical person having a dvesh or creating some problems in your life, inviting some troubles in your life, or enemies are all within us. Like I explained, all that Bhandasura, Vishukra, Vishang are all within us. They are the ones who are also creating all these problems within our own inner Sukshma mind, Sharir, exactly. So these Asuric forces, Mother Baglamukhi will appear fierce, or she will destroy these Asuric forces, or she will create bhaya in them as well against these Asuric forces. So that was what completes our verse 9 and 10 with the attributes and some of the descriptions. I try to explain about Sampatkari Devi and also some of the other names of Mother Baglamukhi. We'll continue with the rest of the names of Mother Baglamukhi, but for now, I think we are good. So Om Param Tattvaya Narayana Gurubhyo Namaha, Jai Gurudev.